Well, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Automotive Insight. Today we have a 2008 Toyota Sequoia. It's having some transmission problems and it's got a code P0983. Now, ordinarily, we take great pride in walking you through the diag and showing you how we came up with this, but in this case, the diag is just a resistance check, and frankly, I don't find resistance checks to be all that accurate, particularly when it's a problem that occurs at a certain temperature. Also, it's really hard to get to, to get to and to film. And finally, the car's got almost 300,000 miles on it, so we're going to throw this shift solenoid in and throw caution to the wind and hope that it fixes it. Let's get to it. So the solenoid is in the valve body. Valve body is under the pan here. We're going to go ahead and drain this out. This is a 14 mil. All right, we'll go ahead and get working on the pan. It is 12 10 millimeters. Now, the description of the code is solenoid D. If you go in, do some digging through the diagnostic procedure, that ends up coming up to be the S4 valve. And in our case, that is the third from the rear on the passenger, on the passenger side. So 1, 2, 3, that's this one right here. Getting it out is simple enough. You just push down a little tab, unhook it, and then it's just a 10 millimeter bolt. All right, we'll go ahead and throw our pan back on. Wouldn't hurt to maybe throw a filter in it or use a new pan gasket, but at this point, the pan gasket looks fine, and we're just kind of trying to avoid buying a $4,000 transmission. So go ahead and throw our drain plug back in. Again, it wouldn't hurt to throw another washer on that, but it'd be all right. Fill plug's over here. I'm not going to go into extreme detail about this because I'm just going to refer you to the Highlander Transmission Flush. It's the exact same process. See, this one has an O-ring. That Highlander had a washer on it. So we got our transmission fluid topped off. It took probably 4.5 to 5 quarts. We stuck 5 quarts in it, drained it off till it got to the full mark. Cleared our codes, went out and drove it. Everything's fine, which is great because the alternative was a $3,000 or $4,000 transmission. So this is one that it wasn't exactly a shot in the dark. I mean, it was an educated guess, but it was kind of a Hail Mary, like, hey, let's try this before we condemn a transmission, and it turned out to be a much cheaper route. Now, parts breakdown, we used a Toyota part, and it was not cheap. It's like $300 plus 5 or 6 quarts of fluid, which are about $10-ish a piece. So you're looking at like $360 or so. And if you wanted to do a filter on it, that's another 20 or 30 bucks. And if you wanted to do a pan gasket, that's another, whatever, 15, 20 bucks on top of that. So $400-ish if you did all that. Now, there were aftermarket options for that I saw as low as like $35, but they were from brands I'd never heard of and would never trust. So that's going to wrap the video up for today, guys. Hopefully you earned a thumbs up from you. Let us know what you think down in the comment section. We have new content for you every single week, so consider subscribing to the channel. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. What was I going to say? Oh.